Well, hello everyone! Guess who's back from the Agile2024 conference? And yes, I'm back from the Lone Star State and still recovering from the Texas heat. And now it's not even much better in Spain. So let me tell you 3 hot takeaways that I picked up in Texas. Isn't that like the best combination of Spain and Texas? So first one is obviously about the Agile 2024 conference. The Agile Alliance conference is a bliss. I would call it not just a conference, it's like a luxury retreat where you learn a lot of new techniques and deepen your knowledge and you get to meet the best people. But that's also where you create new connections, you create new relationships, and some of them might even end up in a lifelong friendships. My take on it is because everything is happening in the same place. It's a lot of days where you are in the same space with all the people because the conference takes place in Gaylord, Texas. It's a huge hotel, something in Europe we don't really have. It's that big that you have to take a hike from your hotel room to the conference space. And I think that is the main point because you are all the time with the people, you are in the conference together, you eat lunch together, and then you party at night together. And that's why I call it a luxury retreat. But about the conference and my takeaways from the conference, I'll talk in a moment. Let's now focus on the takeaway number 2, which is that the heat in Texas is something else. When you thought, I live in Spain, nothing can surprise me when it comes to hot and being in like a humid hot, not dry hot. Like dry hot is where you go to Andalusia and then you go in the shade, it's not so bad anymore. And at night you can actually survive. Texas hot is different. Texas hot is damp, it's humid, it's wet, it's all over you. And I'm from Poland, okay? So I'm still Polish and I've never seen something like that. So yeah, everybody told me that you can't just prepare for that. It's just there. But the third takeaway is that if you ever go to an American conference in the summer, in the heat of summer, and you think you will die of hot, bring clothes like this, okay? Because there is air conditioning, not like in Spain that it's like cooler inside. No, the air conditioning is making you refrigerated. I was so cold. I was like with chills, from cold, not from hot. So I think this is something that you have to know, and don't make my mistake. Bring stuff for summer, but also stuff for like deep fall, okay? And then you are perfectly set to participate in an American hot summer conference. So let's dive in. What's the conference all about? Hi, I'm Maria and this is the Agile State of Mind. Welcome to the Texas edition. This year I had the immense pleasure of not only participating in the Agile 2024 conference in Dallas, which was, let's face it, a big fangirl moment, but also speaking at the conference at the same time. I facilitated a workshop on facilitation in the Agile Essentials track. And the subtitle was Become a Facilitation Master Chef. Be prepared with all the gadgets and kitchen aids to whip up any facilitation recipe. And here I would like to thank Cheryl Hammond, one and only rock star. She's an amazing mentor. She was the chair of the Agile Essentials track, and I'll be ever grateful for her for that opportunity. It was really great to meet all the other track members. Now I will talk a little bit about the conference itself, because if you're like me and not go to many conferences, you might not even really know what it's all about. Agile 20XX is a conference hosted by the Agile Alliance. And you know who the Agile Alliance members are? The founding fathers Those are the authors of the Agile Manifesto. On the day that they wrote Agile Manifesto in Snowbird in 2001, they called themselves the Agile Alliance. And that non-profit membership organization hosts the conference every year. Every year it's in a different location. Who are the participants on the conference? Those are usually Agile leaders, Agile enthusiasts. And I was really surprised and happy to see many people that are just entry level. As I said, they just started being a Scrum Master. They want to learn more about Agile. And there are a lot of people that are veterans of Agile, but also newbies. Whoever you are most welcome to join the conference. And on the conference, you get to mingle with the authors of the Agile Manifesto. This year, there were 3 of them, and it's just amazing that you get to go and talk to them and have a conversation. It was Jim Highsmith, John Kern, and Alistair Cogburn. And as you see here, I had the chance to talk to each one of them, and I will explain a little bit what they were up to in just a moment. But that's not all. You get to also meet a lot of book authors and conference speakers and keynote speakers and other people that you know from the Agile community, and also other people that maybe are not having a channel or are not really speakers, but are great Agile enthusiasts and great Agile experts and just great people all together. And that was probably the best part of it. You just get to be there and converse and have nice time with some incredible people. When it comes to the book authors, do you know Agile retrospectives? I talk about Agile retrospectives in my video about Agile retrospectives. So Esther Derby and Diana Larsen were both signing the book, and now my book is signed by both of them. How cool is that? And I got to talk to both of them, and Esther Derby had an AMA session where you could ask her anything. It was mainly focused on leadership, and it was great. I'll talk about it as well. Just so you know, this is a 2nd edition that just came out this year. Yeah, I'm very happy to revise it and see what's new. You know Jason Little? He's also an author, and he wrote the Lean Change Management book. That was one of the first books that I read about change management, and I tell you, it was amazing. And since then, I'm kind of much more aware when I perform. I help people adapt and go through the change. This is what basically we do. We help people adapt to change. We help people reflect on what happened and get some insight and continuously improve. And that's why those authors are so important to me, because they really help me in what I do and have great expertise about it. Then I also got to finally meet Colleen Johnson. She's the CEO of Pro Kanban, and I'm a Pro Kanban trainer, so that's why it's a double treat. And we are, by the way, we are also meeting soon again. There is an ALE, Agile Lean Conference in Budapest. It starts on 27th of August, just in a week, and 27th is a day 0 when we will be doing a lot of workshops, Pro Kanban workshops, and there will also be a drunk Agile session live with Pratik and Colleen. So if you're around, make sure to join us. It will be a treat. So honestly, it's impossible to mention everyone that I met there and that I'm super happy, all the Agile legends. By the way, there's a treat for you. I curated a special post on Substack where you can find the speakers and people who caught my attention at the conference, and I think it will be good for you to follow, along with links to their books or the materials they create. And I think that would be better just as a read rather than talking forever about that. So go to my Substack and you can find it there. So I think it got a bit out of hand and I started explaining too much. So let's call it a day today and let's continue with all the juicy bits and insights that I learned on the conference itself in the next episode that will follow really soon. So thanks for watching. Hope something from today's video inspired you. And if you have any comments, anything you would like to share, please, I would love to hear from you. I'm really happy to hear and continue talking and having a conversation. So please, comment below and let's wait for that second episode. Thanks for watching. See you there. Bye bye.